Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for this extreme closet declutter. I am going to be using the KonMari method to help me with this small closet declutter and organization. I love using the KonMari method when decluttering small spaces because that does make for some very satisfying before and after shots, and I am definitely going to be sharing those with you, so make sure that you watch through until the end. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Turn on your notification bell if you enjoy decluttering, organizing, and cleaning related content. I also want to say a huge thank you to Skillshare for partnering with me to bring you today's video, and now we're just going to get started on decluttering my closet. Since this is such a small closet, there's no room to do any decluttering inside of the closet, so I'm definitely going to have to pull everything out, and that's what you're going to see me doing here is first starting by just pulling every single thing out of this closet so that I can really see what it is that I have packed in here and start sorting through everything and deciding what I might want to keep, what is just in the wrong space that I've kind of pushed it into there for temporary storage, and then of course everything that I want to declutter.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop.
So clearly this closet is just a never-ending pit of crap, and I would love to tell you guys that this is the only one in my house, that this is my Monica's closet, and kind of brush it off as being like that one closet that we all have. But if I'm being honest, every single closet in my house looks like this. I am so ashamed to say, but I am proud of myself that I am finally starting to tackle them all, and I will be filming most of it for you guys to see. So like I said, definitely make sure that you are subscribed and have your notification bell turned on, because there will be a lot of closet transformations coming for you. Okay, so I have finally pulled pretty much everything out of here, and look at all of this stuff that I had just packed in there and closed the door to forget about. I am so embarrassed, you guys, but we are going to start sorting through it and decide what is going to go back into this closet and really be ruthless about everything that I am going to declutter, because I'm ready to get rid of this mess. While I am sorting through these bins, I wanted to take an opportunity to talk to you guys about Skillshare. Now, Skillshare did partner with me on today's video, but I have talked about them many times without partnering or being paid to do so, just because I love their platform so much. I actually recently talked in my Instagram stories about some tips for how to grow your YouTube channel, because I do get a ton of comments and DMs asking me how I am growing so fast and so steadily. And honestly, you guys, Skillshare is a huge part of that for me. There is not one small thing or just one quick fix that you can do to help your channel or to help you grow. It is a combination of a lot of things that take a lot of time and research in order to master, but fortunately I have a Skillshare membership and they have done all of that research for me, and so I can take classes on thumbnails, video editing, audio editing, and search engine optimization, which are all huge for helping your YouTube channels to grow. So any creators out there who are struggling or just drowning in research and feeling like you don't have enough time and you're spinning your wheels, you need a Skillshare subscription. I promise you, it is so worth it. Skillshare is less than $10 per month for access to their full course catalog, which is just unheard of. It is insane, you guys, and I absolutely love that they offer that. But I actually have a link that you can click down in my description box to get your first 2 months for free. Now, that is only going to be available for the first 500 people to sign up, so definitely make sure that you jump on it. If you are not a YouTube creator though, I also love to use Skillshare for mental health and self-help courses. My husband loves to take cooking courses because he has recently become obsessed with making the perfect omelet, and my girls love to do their DIY DIY crafts and simple little activities where I can just put on a course on the TV or the computer for them, and it will entertain them for 20 to 30 minutes while I get some work done. So this platform is literally for anyone. So like I said, if you are interested in 2 free months of Skillshare Premium, you can go ahead and click the link in my description box and sign up today.
I walk through the fire, the sound of a lion. I found my way back in the end. Baby, I've fallen for you and the way.
Clearly, I have done a lot while I was talking to you guys about Skillshare, so I thought I should just pop on here and catch you guys up on what is going on. So I'm just slowly making my way through this entire mountain of stuff that was in my closet, and I'm making sure to follow the KonMari method in touching every single item, assessing if it sparks joy, and if the answer is yes, I'm going to be keeping it and trying to organize it with the bins that I already have here, and if the answer is no, then I'm either going to be throwing it out if it is trash or donating it if it is something that is salvageable, so that I can pass it along to someone else who may love that item and really get a lot of joy and use out of it.
Just assumed we were more than just friends, 'cause I felt the tension in the room.
As these videos become more popular on my channel, I do get a lot of negative comments from people saying that I'm not really using the KonMari method, or I'm not doing a good job of decluttering because I'm keeping too many items. They think that I have too much stuff in my house. They don't think I've taken it seriously for only keeping what sparks joy. And honestly, those comments don't bother me too much because I do feel confident in what I'm doing, and I know that what I am doing is right for me. But it kind of made me realize that maybe not everybody is quite so educated or is a little bit lost for how to declutter using this method. And I just want to point out that using the term sparks joy is such a relative term to be using, and that will vary from person to person. For me, something that sparks joy functions, is used regularly, is not damaged, and sometimes gives me that warm fuzzy feeling inside because it is sentimental. But not everything has to be sentimental in order to spark joy, just like not everything has to be functional in order to spark joy. So if you are trying to tackle your own declutter projects in your house and you're feeling discouraged because you think you're keeping too many things, or you just don't know where to start, or you're not sure what you should be getting rid of or what you shouldn't be, so you're holding on to too many things because what if you might need it, I would just like to encourage you to still try to tackle those projects, and keep in mind that what sparks joy for you might not spark joy for someone else, and that is totally okay. And if you're struggling to know what does spark joy and what doesn't, go ahead and make yourself a little list of what you think works for you and makes you feel happy, and what you think causes you anxiety or to feel overwhelmed, and reference that list when you are doing your decluttering project so that you can really feel confident in what you are doing and declutter your home in a way that makes sense for you.
Warm hands, but there's something cold in the way you are. The things you said had me going good, but it left a scar. You invite me and then you turn me down. Get my hopes up and then you're gone. I fall for every word that you say to me. So hard, being drawn to you so easily. I am stuck in a loop of chemicals. What's the point of this?
Like I said, I did try to reuse the organization bins that I had in the closet, or ones that I found around my house that weren't being used, because I didn't want to spend any money to organize my closet. But those white bins that I was putting my shoes in, they just have not been working out for me, and I can't really figure out another functional organization system for my shoes. So if you guys have any recommendations, I would definitely appreciate it if you would leave that in the comment section below. But now that I've gone through everything on the floor, I'm going to start sorting through all of my clothes, and I am going to be as ruthless as possible here. I'm going to get rid of everything that I haven't worn in a while, anything that I always glance over and opt for something else, anything that doesn't fit me anymore, just all of the things that aren't completely sparking joy. I am going to go ahead and just declutter right now.
Your friends have told me just to give you time. Weekends are but you never call me.
I don't store away any of my clothes for the season, so I do have year-round clothes in my closet all of the time. So I am keeping in mind that a lot of the summer clothes that I have in here, I might have to go back and declutter when it gets closer to summer or midway through the summer. I am keeping everything that I was in love with and wore a lot last summer, but I never know if my style has changed or what I might pass over for this year until that season actually happens. So I probably will be doing this again, and that's completely fine. Decluttering is a constant thing in my household, and I'm okay with having to revisit the same areas over and over again. The craft cart in the corner of my closet is the last thing that I need to go through before I can start putting everything back in and working on organizing it a little bit better. I do love to make book stacks, little wooden signs, and just small decor pieces around my house, so I keep all of those supplies here in this craft cart, but honestly it is just too bulky. It takes up a lot of space and prevents me from being able to have the type of organization I want in here, so I'm going to try and take it all out, sort through what is kind of trash in there or what I can get rid of, and only keep the things that I am still actively using in order to make the crafts that I like to make. And then I'm going to try to organize them into some baskets so that they'll be a little bit more hidden as well as compact and able to be stored on the very top shelf in the closet.
Got the feeling from the start, you might be the guy who'll break my heart. Hello, hello. Even though I took a risk, it is worth the while for just one kiss. I know, I just know it. Caught up in the moment, wanna spend every second with you.
The baskets that I am going to use for this, you're going to see them in just a couple of seconds, but I know I'll probably get questions about them. I did find them at Target on clearance. They were a part of the Easter clearance, which is why they have those handles, and I haven't quite decided yet if I'm going to cut the handles off and permanently use them as organization bins, or if I'm going to keep the handles on and just kind of use them temporarily until next year where I can take them out for Easter and use them as decor. So if you have an opinion on that, definitely let me know in the comments section. Do you think they would look right if I cut the handles off and use them as organization bins, or do you think I should leave the handles on and just find some different organization bins to use long term? And like I said, I did get them at Target on clearance. I paid $1 for each of them, or maybe it was $2 for each of them, and I bought 3, so I am going to use all 3 of them on that top shelf in my closet here. But now that I've sorted through everything, you can see me just trying to put everything back into the closet in a more organized manner, hanging my clothes and putting up everything on the shelves.
What can I do? Yeah, I just wanna be right next to you. Right in the middle, right in between. Ooh, it is up to you what we will be. Ooh, I don't know what to do.
My husband did go through his clothes as well. I didn't film that part because my battery had run out on my camera, so I was just recharging it, and while it was recharging, Derek came in. He did get rid of a few items, and then I reorganized the clothes on his side of the closet. So when you're looking at the before and after shots, you'll probably notice that that side of the closet looks a lot better as well, and you didn't see it in the footage, and that is why.
Right in between, I want to stuck in the middle. What can I do? I just wanna be right.
These cream colored baskets also came from Target a while back, but I know that they do still sell them, so if I can find a link to them, I'll leave that in the description box for you guys, as well as links to anything else that I can think of that you might be interested in. And then the file folder also came from Target, but that was on clearance as a part of their spring clearance in the Target dollar spot, so I know for a fact that that is not still currently sold, but I picked up a few of them because I thought that they would be perfect for storing paperwork and Kinsley's schoolwork.
Lights down low, still wondering what you're saying.
Stay, stay, stay.
Baby, please don't go. I'd rather have you stay in.
You guys have probably also noticed that I didn't do anything with that middle shelf there. I didn't even pull any of those items down. Those are all of my husband's WWE collectibles and just certain items of his that definitely spark joy for him, and he does not want to declutter them or have them go anywhere. You might remember in a few of my videos a while back, we had some of these items on a shelf that is no longer in the bedroom, and I was talking about how we needed to find a compromise because I didn't really like having the action figures out in the middle of our room, but I know how much he loves them and I didn't want to make him store them away or take them from him. So that is the compromise that we actually came up with. He has that whole middle shelf in the closet to create a display however he wants it, however makes him feel happy, and I don't mess with it at all. I don't touch it, I don't clean it, I don't declutter it, I don't do anything to it because that is his space and he definitely deserves it. And anytime that he is wanting to feel that nostalgia and just look at them, he can open the closet doors and feel all of the nostalgia and sentiment that he wants. And anytime that it overwhelms me and causes me anxiety, I can just close the closet doors, and it has been a great compromise for us.
Only option is you're staying. Don't get me wrong, I'm already for what future is lying ahead of us. 'Cause I want you, need your hair right on my shoulder, please stay. Just stay.
If you are wondering what I am doing here, I'm just kind of organizing my clothes a little bit, and I'm trying to put them into some kind of system that I can keep up with, but also where I can see everything that I have. I do wear a variety of colors and patterns, so color coordinating has never really worked for me in the past. What I'm trying to do here is just group all of my dresses together: short sleeve shirts, 3/4 length shirts, long sleeves, sweatshirts. You get the gist of it, but I'm just kind of grouping together like items and hoping that that will be something that is functional and sustainable for me.
At least we'll never wonder why this love was so hard to find.
Finally, I have finished with decluttering this closet, and I just wanted to give you guys the before shots again, just to remind you of what a hot mess this was before. It was literally jam-packed, filled to the brim with just crap in here that I needed to sort through and get rid of and find a permanent home for. And wait until you see the afters because I am pretty proud of it. This was a complete transformation.
We were never meant to find something at the finish line. You stay, 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 even if we're short on time. At least we'll never wonder why this love was so hard to find.
Alright, here is what my closet looks like now, and I am still in shock at how much crap I had piled in here that just didn't need to be here, and how much I was able to get rid of and declutter so that this space could be way more organized, functional, and just an area that is full of things that spark joy, because it was definitely causing me so much anxiety knowing that all of this was just behind these closed doors, and it was a huge project that I had to tackle. I am going to show you guys what the closet looks like now, as well as the pile of things that were in here that were just misplaced and they need to be taken back to their rightful home, the huge mountain of stuff that I was able to declutter and donate, the small bag of trash that I pulled out of here, and the hangers from all of the clothes that I decluttered today. It feels so good to finally have this project done. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I did it, and I hope that I was able to motivate you to get some of your own decluttering projects done. Don't forget to click that link in the description box to sign up for your 2 free months of Skillshare Premium, and I will see you guys in the next one.